All right.
I want to welcome you to the Green Ventures Outreach Meeting. I'd like to introduce Chris Frost, the owner and rep. If everyone can hold their questions to the end of the presentation and put yourselves on mute, we'd appreciate it.
Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to dive right in. I just have a PowerPoint presentation. It's a little bit of a modification from the original that we did. So I'm just going to share my screen. And we'll set this to slideshow. And there we go. So this is a community outreach meeting for Green Ventures, March 30th, 2021. And just starts off with a little bit of who we are, locally owned cannabis company. Two partners, myself and my partner, Brenda. We have a few things going on here. I'm just going to I'm not going to wing it. I'm just going to read right through this and we'll get through the whole thing as required and we'll go from there. We can take questions at the end. So Green Ventures is a locally owned cannabis company. We are committed to cultivating and processing consistent, high quality, tested adult use and medical cannabis. We'll cultivate a variety of strains in accordance with the Cannabis Control Commission's regulations. We will not have a retail dispensary at the location, and there will be no retail sales of cannabis from this location. It will be wholesale grow facility, and that is the scope of what we will be doing. We will hold a Tier 1 cultivation license. There is a proposed 5,000 square foot building at 3 Young Road. Green Ventures will apply for all state and local permits and approvals required to operate such a cultivation facility. We work cooperatively with the municipal departments to ensure the proposed facility complies with all state and local codes, rules and regulations with respect to design, operation, and security. Our timeline, this has changed a little bit. We closed on the property in January 2020, and we have been finalizing the design of the facility. March 30th, 2021 is our outreach meeting. To sign the host agreement with the town, we would like to get that done as soon as possible. We actually have the rough draft of that. It has to go through negotiations now. We're hoping by May 2021, we can apply for our state license from the CCC. Now, going by the 90-day deadline from the CCC, which with COVID may be a little bit longer than anticipated, but we're shooting for and are optimistic for July 2021 to begin site preparation and securing a provisional license from the CCC. So from July until December, that's when we will have, the site built and operational. January 2022 for final inspections from the state and the municipality. February 2022 final licensing. And then we're hoping by second quarter of 2022 to have our first harvest. We'll be using proprietary cultivation techniques to produce the highest quality cannabis possible. Green Ventures will be testing by a licensed independent testing laboratory for cannabinoid content, biological and chemical contaminants prior to sale. Energy and water consumption. This is always a big question from neighbors and abutters and a lot of people in town. We will use as much renewable energy as possible with respect to solar and renewable, wood for heating and so forth. We will be generating a portion of our electricity by solar, using some on-grid. Lighting will be low power consumption LED fixtures. Water will be from a private well on site and treated on site. The watering of the plants is actually done by hand. So there's no automated system in this whole process. It's just as needed, and they will be cared for each day. And from what we've grown in the past, they do not take nearly as much water as people think that they would. They average about a half a gallon for a full-size plant, about a half a gallon per day. Estimated usage right around plus or minus 250 gallons per day, which doesn't equate to any more than a 4-bedroom household. And heat will also use renewable energy sources, so we can be less dependent on fossil fuels. Security. We will implement a security plan to ensure that the facility is a safe and secure environment for its employees and the local community,
Well, how high did you make it?
compliant with the CCC's strict security requirements. Green Venture's state-of-the-art security system will consist of a perimeter alarm on all entry points, perimeter alarm on windows, as well as a duress alarm connected to local law enforcement for immediate notification response in the event of a security incident.
Green Ventures presentation.
A secondary backup alarm will also be installed to ensure continuous operation of the security system. We will have a backup generator that will be employed in the event of a commercial power outage. Interior and exterior HD video cameras in all areas that contain marijuana will be operational 24/7. These surveillance cameras will be operational even in the event of a power outage. The exterior facility and surrounding area will be sufficiently lit, and foliage will be minimized around the facility to ensure clear visibility of the area at all times. Preventing diversion to minors. Green Ventures management staff will ensure that only employees 21 years of age or older with a verified and valid government-issued photo ID will be permitted to enter the premises. In the unlikely event that Green Ventures discovers any of its employees intentionally or negligently allowed marijuana to an individual under the age of 21, the employee will be immediately terminated and CCC will be promptly notified. Green Ventures will not engage in any marketing, advertise, or branding practices that are targeted to, deemed to appeal to, or portray minors under 21 years of age. Any marketing will be solely to licensed retailers or product manufacturers. All packaging will include a warning stating for use by adults 21 years of age or older. Keep out of reach of children. Green Ventures will not hire any individuals who are under the age of 21 or who have been convicted of distribution of controlled substances to minors. Nuisance prevention. Security and site buffers. A natural vegetation barrier will be kept in place surrounding the building. Sound will not be in excess of what is typical for the location at the present time. Smell will be controlled with the use of activated carbon filters, typical of a state-of-the-art cannabis facility. Traffic. After site build-out, no long-term changes to the property are expected. Traffic will not be beyond current levels. Employees will be on site daily and deliveries will be on an as-needed basis. Positive impact plan. As far as jobs, our facility will eventually create well-paying jobs, in addition to hiring local contractors and vendors. Monetary benefits. A host community agreement will provide the town of Ashburnham with additional financial benefits beyond local property taxes to support any programs, services, or organizations. And now that is the end of the presentation. And if we are open to any questions.
I'm good, Chris. I don't have any questions. This is consistent with what you've presented and it's pretty simple and crystal clear.
Yeah, I just, we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. I'm just trying to start my video. Oh, there we go. I know this might look a little funny, but now I can get back on and see.
Surprised there aren't more people here.
Mm.
I know our original one that we did a year ago, we had, I would estimate what, Bren, probably 25 to 30 members of the community.
Yeah.
There were quite a
Good
few, and there were
crowd.
a lot of good questions asked, and
Mhm.
Marshall came and he actually he pointed out a few good things, about the property and what we're going to be dealing with as far as the turtles and Bertram Shadbush and a few other things.
Yeah.
So,
Roger, do you have any questions? You're on mute, Roger.
There he is. He's
There
on.
we go. I got it. No, I don't have any questions.
Andrea, do you have any questions?
Where exactly is it located?
we are on Young Road. It's probably, I'm trying to think, it's about 3 miles from the town line with Ringe. It's right off of East Ringe Road.
Thank you.
Well, seeing no other questions, I think this is the conclusion to your outreach meeting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That went faster than I anticipated.
Thank you very much.
Application.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no dogs barking. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
They're both being quiet for me.
Well, thanks very much for your time and your effort, and we wish you a whole lot of luck. We want you to succeed.
Oh, thank you, Walt. I appreciate it.
And I know it's a long, hard road ahead with regards to permitting and everything, but
I know, I think the hardest part is yet to come.
okay,
Well,
good
thank you.
luck.
Thank you again.
Talk to you later. Yep, bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye now.